Baby, I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. And she also responded back and says, I put forth an open heart and I've been hurt. Looking back in retrospect, that ain't what I deserved.
Bruh. Young Thug going through it, bruh.
It's a very sad episode today. It's another Young Thug leak. And honestly, I'm really tired of the Young Thug stuff now. I was joking around. I was saying I didn't want to do another video about this.
Me too, bro.
He's dropped his long interview. We're still working our way through that interview. There's all sorts of clips going viral. But to be real, like, bro, I'm actually tired of talking about Young Thug at this point. Whoever is leaking these calls on him, man, they are different breed. Okay, they're different type of hateful. Okay,
they savage, dog.
It's damn near 2 weeks. I just seen a mega thread on Reddit laying down every single leak that's come out, and it's been damn near two weeks straight of leaks.
For real?
I'm starting to feel bad for Young Thug. Honestly, I'm actually starting to feel bad for Young Thug. I do still think that he was hypocritical. A lot of the stuff he said in that interview wasn't adding up. But man, like, bro, like, I couldn't imagine to be going through what Young Thug's going through. And the reason I want to have a more sympathetic tone on today's video is because the latest leak appears to have actually led to some serious consequences for Young Thug on more of a personal level, and I'm feeling bad for the guy. Honestly, I'm actually feeling quite sad for him. We're still going to talk about it. This is what's going on. It's on every single page, everywhere you've seen. Okay, but the latest leak, it seems like, has actually been the final straw for Mariah the Scientist, and it sounds like, from what the news that I've been reading on Reddit and elsewhere, is that their relationship is now over, and it appears to have stemmed from this pretty damning leak. Okay, this leak of Thug talking to a female. Allegedly, you know, look, it seems to have come out that he was planning to have another baby behind her back, behind Mariah's back. He was planning to have a kid with another woman. Who knows if this was that jail talk? I mean, I get where he's coming from when we saw that tweet recently where he apologized to Glorilla, saying, look, I was going through a lot during that time inside, and, you know, I was in a bad place, and I apologize. Now, I was hoping we'd hear apologies for other people, and he apologized to Mariah recently, but it seems like it wasn't enough, man. And this one's, I don't know, this one's kind of personal, man. It's tough, you know. I know what it's like to go through a tough breakup. It's a very dark place to be. And, you know, I think, even though some of the things in the interview weren't edited up, and he maybe did a few people dirty, this is super sad. So let's have a listen to the call and hear how bad this is.
What's up?
Hello.
Sandwich.
Nothing laid down. Well, how you
You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
What's up with you, baby? I miss your pillow.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting your call.
She's hyped to even be talking to him, and she says, I wasn't even expecting
you.
Yeah, he says he misses her.
Hear that.
My heart is beating fast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I make you feel like that, for sure.
He's smooth with it, man. He said, I'm happy I made you feel like that. Her heart beating fast, heart rate's gone up.
Crazy.
I wonder what the fuck your heart gonna do when I see you.
Oh my God, I don't know. Know what I would do.
She's definitely giddy.
He getting some fan love from in jail, you know. I don't know the full backstory about this woman who's on the other end of the phone, but you know, it sounds like
they say she's an influencer or something like that. That's what I heard.
Met before, and he's saying, "Hey, what are you gonna do when I see you?" He's smooth.
Oh my gosh. You said what?
I wonder what your shit gonna do when I see you.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
She's going to be excited when he pulls up. That's all I'm hearing.
Why do you think it's ridiculous? I like it.
I mean, it's good, but, like, it still happens. Like, what? For like 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely been 2 years.
So they ain't linked up in 2 years.
So this is X?
When you plan on having kids? At what age?
You getting straight to the point, saying, when you plan on having kids, what age?
When you get out?
Tell you.
When you get out, he ain't make the move. She made the move. Like, you know, I mean, he did make a move, but you got me.
She said, I'll have him when you get out. So I tell you.
When you come home, I have kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Monday. Maybe more.
Monday.
Damn, I love you. It's crazy.
Okay, I can't lie to you, yeah. As I was getting to the end of that call, I was thinking, this ain't that bad.
I love you. It's crazy.
He ain't actually family planning. He's just trying to talk slick. But then he hit the I love you at the end, and that kind of made it a lot more real. That made it a little bit more of a serious violation.
Yeah,
if you got another relationship going on.
That's crazy. I love you at the end.
People in the comments, they're kind of, you know, they're understanding why I'm feeling bad, man. Whoever is leaking this stuff is also releasing them in perfect damage order because it just keeps getting worse. So the next one got to be with Jericho. Everybody talking about the leaks, but he kept it P. If he kept it P, there wouldn't be anything to leak. Saying Thug didn't use his time in solitude to take accountability for his
That's
actions,
true.
and now he's not happy because he's losing the people who matter to him the most because of his poor mentality. Agreed. He's going to find his sympathizers saying, well, he thought he was doing life, so he was just frustrated. Like, what your frustration got to do with you stepping out on Mariah before going to jail? Oh, man. So I guess the implication is that, you know, maybe this secret relationship, maybe this is the first time it's hit Mariah's ears, man. So I've got
Sounds
her
like it.
giggle crazy.
If she don't
Imagine holding a man
broke
down
up
in
with
jail
him,
for
nigga.
years, and he does this, and he has the audacity to call out Future's womanizing ways. Woo, yeah. I mean, he was just on a call talking about our Future will finish in any woman, give any woman a baby, pay them to not have the baby. Saying that's not P. Be pushing P. And now we got this. Okay, they're saying Thug got 6 kids, and he was planning at least one more with this side piece, so he's really Future's twin, if anything. I don't feel like that was real family planning talk, if I'm completely honest with you, but it definitely doesn't look good. Saying, bro, really ain't think he was ever coming home. He's thinking, when I come home in 2057, I'm gonna put a kid in you. Maybe it wouldn't have been such a big deal.
If he didn't think he was coming home, why would he just be spinning these chicks like that? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what the person that said earlier, you know, the comment about like the P thing, like, you know what I'm saying? If you were keeping it P all the whole time, you wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't matter if leak came out. But I feel like I felt with this situation or these leaks, I feel like, bro, you know, we do say things, all of us, you know what I mean? Some more than others, say things that, you know what I mean? And if it came out, you'd be like, yo, you know, that's the whole thing about casting the first stone type shit. And that's what's going on with Thug, bro. It's like, bro, you could have just left all this shit alone. You came out and lived your life, but you chose to talk about this and now here we are.
Man, they're saying top 5 of all-time fumbles. Mariah, the only one he truly been a rat to. Damn, Thugger, no defending this. Girl held him down more than anyone. Mariah stay looking goofy every minute she doesn't leave this dude. Damn, have some self-respect, woman. Third tower's been hit. Oh, it's really sad. It's really sad. So Thug tweeted out an apology to Mariah. I think we touched upon this around the time of the interview. I hadn't probably dug into this leak yet. It says, oh no, this is the wrong link. Hang on. So the first tweet, he said, my baby, I was wrong and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything and I'll do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is and I hope I haven't lost you forever. Everybody leave her out of this, please. She's an innocent girl and feels bad about all of this. Please give her peace. And after this, he tweeted, chapter ended. And so people, you know, people basically believe that this means the relationship's over. You still got 6ix9ine talking his stuff in the comments too. That's crazy. The same, but rules are rules, man. Watch out. If one can't put ratting behind them, then you can't put it behind you either. It's clearly a sad day for Young Thug. Academics broke that Aiden Ross's stream with Young Thug that was scheduled was cancelled.
Oh, Limo. Damn, he canceled the stream. I mean, yeah, if your girl breaks up with you, bro, like, the only person that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, according to him, if you seen the interview he did, that podcast thing, he ain't got nobody with his girl. Now he basically done lost the one person he had. Yeah, it's about to.
Apparently, Young Thug told Aiden it's really not the time. He's probably going through it. You know, his relationships ended. That last leak was pretty devastating. And I think there was an Aiden tweet actually, or a post on Kick. So Aiden posted saying, "I'm sorry, chat. It's not in my control. Thug want to do it at a better time. He a real one though. He didn't want to do it for money, and it'll happen another time. He not trying to talk about this stuff anymore and move on." It makes sense, all right? He ready to move on. Yeah. You know, 6ix9ine saying he can't move on. Other people saying they can't move on. It's not possible. But look, man, I'm genuinely tired of covering this story now. I mean, if more crazy things keep happening, I will get into it. I'm trying to make the most of that interview and break that down, but also it's kind of like...
By the way, I know how this looks reacting to a nigga that's reacting to... Yeah, I know, but shit, we trying to get that information, man. Shout out Traveler Ross.
You know, we kind of heard a lot of these things before, man. Like, I'm genuinely ready to move on too. There was another post that was going around. I saw this thread going around today, and this kind of made me laugh. It said, was Trap Law Ross paid to create the war on Young Thug? Anybody feel like this whole thing is very inorganic? Like, where did it start? Was the interrogation available before Trap Law Ross decided to create his series of videos on it in such an obsessive manner, and he just shed light on it? Did the series of leak calls follow TLR's first series of videos? Who's behind the police? Who's behind this? The police or Gunner or who? What are your theories? P.S. I'm not defending Thug. It's calm before all. He's being done too dirty. I mean, some murderers roam the street without that much bad rep, so I'm curious about why this is happening. So look, I can confirm to you now, right? I was paid $500 million, but I'm joking. Listen, I wouldn't sell my soul unless it's that QCP deal, and even then that'd be tough, right? I wasn't paid to create the war on Young Thug. I wasn't coerced. I definitely wasn't paid. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if Gunner wants to sponsor a video, hey, let's get it cracking. But I really haven't been paid. I personally was just put onto this with a casual conversation I had with Eddie Nash, where him basically telling me, you know, Young Thug got interrogation audio that's been out for years, right? And I was just like, really? And then, you know, I had the link to that. I looked it up. I spent like a week just waiting around thinking, oh, should I react to this? I'm gonna sit down and break it down when I have some spare time. And when I broke it down, you know, it took a little minute for it to pop off. I mean, even when I did my breakdown of it, it wasn't until Academics started giving his take, and then Whack 100 went on Clubhouse. He had a, you know, wild debate about it. Him and Academics went live, and really it kind of snowballed from there. But it really seems like when that Academics stream happened with Whack 100, that's when we started getting these leaks. And I gotta say, the timing is chilling. All right, I can only describe the timing as chilling. It is very strange. Even I'm feeling like, bro, I wanted to make one video on this guy having an interrogation video that no one knew about.
The shit just came out like crazy. I mean, now the question is though, like, who's doing it? Who's pulling the strings? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because yeah, you know, Trapler Ross sees the, you know, the thing came up who a lot of people think, you know, he's getting paid, like he's somebody getting paid for it, or, you know, Gunner's Camp is leaking it and all this good stuff. It's like, will Gunner's Camp really just do something so obvious? You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Who else, you know, in the sense of that, who else we think, you know what I'm saying, is responsible for this, except for, you know, Gunner's Camp. But it will be too obvious, too on the nose. But who knows, you know what I'm saying? But someone's clearly like made it a mission to ruin this nigga's reputation.
I could never have imagined it going this way. I could never have imagined things spiraling so badly for Young Thug. Like I was even thinking, look, I'll make the video and a lot of people will be like, I spun the police, or like, you know, well, maybe he's not a rat. And
the devil works hard, but Young Thug enemies work harder, bro. Like Young Thug did this 2-hour-plus interview, spewing out his feelings, breaking everything down. And within hours of that interview dropping, Young Thug enemies already had another plan to destroy his life some more. And it's gotten to a point where Young Thug has completely submitted defeat. He's conceded, and he is begging for it to stop. He can't take no more. The leaked jail calls have been the biggest source of misery for Thug as of lately. So during this interview with Big Bang, he tried to offer up some type of antidote explanation for exactly why he was saying the things he said about people while on the phone. Because from Thug's perspective, he doesn't know how much more of these calls they got. Because Thug was in jail for 3 years. So they theoretically got 3 years worth of calls.
Damn, 3 years worth of calls.
About various people. So Thug tells Bank that the reason why that he was talking about these people and doing the things he were doing, I was locked up, which is why I was doing or saying the things I was saying, to me is a way of dodging accountability. You're not really taking responsibility for what you did or truly reflecting how you understand how messed up what you did was. It's, man, I was locked up, man. Man, come on, bro. Y'all don't expect me to gossip while locked up, man? That's not accountability, right? That's you making excuses and you know, deflecting, right?
I mean, I feel he can, because I watched the interview too, and he said, you know, if he's wrong, and all that good stuff. I think he said that in the interview. But he wants you to understand why he thinks the way he thinks. Right or wrong, you know, it's good to know. You know, that's kind of the whole point of empathy and understanding. You feel me?
Right, because, you know, regardless of being locked up, I've never been locked up, so I can't speak for being locked up. Maybe y'all can. But I can't imagine the circumstance that will put me in a mindset where I'm talking trash about people that I've built meaningful relationships with. During the interview, Thug also said, hey, bro, me and the people who I was talking about on those jail calls that got leaked, me and them are still cool. We all still locked and we all still brothers because they understand the situation. They understand what was going on. Revealing that to me was a mistake because the people who are releasing these jail calls, they're releasing it because obviously they want you to suffer. They want you to face consequences. They want to ruin those relationships. So once you announce that those relationships are still intact, that now makes those people go to work even harder, right? Because probably if they thought those relationships were done, they probably thought, okay, we can rest now. He's finished. But once you let them know, hey, bro, we still good. It's still intact. Now they're going looking and digging further for more stuff, right? And that's what happened. Because after this interview, after Young Thug revealed his relationships are still intact, they dropped a bomb that destroyed quite possibly the most important relationship in Young Thug's life right now, which is with Mariah the Scientist, his girl who held him down for years while his best friends turned on him. Mariah is already looking dumb for holding Thug down while she's receiving backlash for being linked to Thug because she was on the phone call when Young Thug called Glorilla ugly. Now, all the women, her fan base is turning on her. Now, her career is looking like it's on a decline because she's linked to Thug. Damn. So when you release a jail call of Young Thug telling another girl, this random Instagram model, that he wants to get married and get her pregnant when he come home, as Mariah the Scientist, it's almost impossible to go back to Young Thug and still have a clean face card. Because if you go back to Young Thug after that jail call leak, while you're receiving backlash and essentially having your career ruined by being linked to him, it's almost, you can't even show your face in public. Like, you would be just filled with embarrassment.
What's up?
Hello.
Sandwich, what you doing?
Just laid there.
Is that home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
What's up with you, baby? I miss your pen.
I don't know. I was expecting a call.
Excited.
So, I'm my heart is beating fast right now.
Yeah.
This would be a good thing if
I'm
it was
happy that
his
makes you feel
girl.
like that, for
That excitement, but
Crazy.
shit.
I wonder what the your heart gonna do when I see you.
Oh my God, I don't know. Know what I would do.
I wonder what
Oh my gosh. So what?
I wonder what your shit gonna do when I see you.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Why do you think it's ridiculous? I like it.
I mean, it's good, but, like, it still happens. Like, what? Like 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely been 2 years.
It's crazy.
Yes. When you plan on having kids? Like what age?
Easy out.
Tell you. That.
It's one of those things that sometimes you just so wrong, man. You can't even explain it, bro. Like you dirty. Like you foul for that, man. Right? You can't even explain it. Yo, Mariah the Scientist has been out here as a hot commodity, bro. Like rappers is on her. She's like they at her, and she been holding it down. Ain't really been linked to nobody at all, holding you down. And she got to look on the internet to see you telling this random chick you trying to get her pregnant. Oh, nah, come on, bro.
Man.
That's dirty. Like that's nasty. To me, this was the audio right here that really affected Thug the most. Because I feel like Thug, while in jail, he got to a point where he realized, man, that the homies, the friends, the breaders, the gang, the slums, right? He realized at some point, bro, he can't really trust none of them, right? That friends or his brothers, they're a rotating door, and you really don't know what they're going to do unless that time comes, right? Like, you really don't know how loyal or how much you could trust them until it's time to be loyal and trust them. But with Mariah, he never really had a reason not to trust her. She's always been like that stable force in his life. Them leaking that call really did a number on Thug, because this is one of the only calls where Thug is actually taking to Twitter to write a paragraph about it. So Thug took to his Twitter page to respond back to the call being leaked of him cheating on Mariah. And he wrote, "My baby, I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything, and I would do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is, and I hope I haven't lost you forever." So it looks like he lost her for the now, though. At least for the now,
This
he
nigga
lost her. So it looks like after that leak call, she broke it off, and he said, "Nah, I can't do this no more, man." Which is expected, man. Yo, she already getting backlash or flack for being on that call with you while you was talking about Glorilla. Her numbers is going down. She's losing followers, streams going down, and then you embarrass her and make it pretty clear that, hey, bro, she has no reason to be loyal to you because you're not loyal to her. So her suffering essentially is in vain, right? And he responded back, "Everybody leave her out of this, please. She's an innocent girl and feels bad about all of this. Please give her peace." This is him letting them know, hey, bro, she had nothing to do with me talking about Glorilla. Yeah, she added in some comments here and there, man, but please, man, she's innocent. Leave her alone. Mariah followed this up by taking an Instagram with these, I guess, lyrics from one of her songs. And the lyrics reads, "Tell me love and hatred doesn't coexist. Surely I reply, this what resentment is. I was naive, not ignorant. So much for my innocence now. Love me, leave me, let me down." He did call her innocent, so I guess this is like a direct response to his tweet. And she also responded back and says, "I put forth an open heart and I've been hurt. Looking back in retrospect, that ain't what I deserve. Wanted back in blood, and blood I'm going to get. And still I pray for love instead of common sense." Listen, man, when she starts talking about getting back in blood, bro, she might go to Saweetie route. Saweetie,
What the hell?
after her breakup with Quavo, or during, after finding out that Quavo, I guess, cheated on her, bro, Saweetie went and smashed Offset. Bro, she smashed everybody in the industry, bro, right, trying to get back at Quavo. Now, all that really did, to be honest, was kind of make Saweetie's career decline faster, make her look a little crazy, kind of ruin her public name, and put her in shame for perpetuity, right? And Saweetie ain't been the same since then. But, can I see Mariah the Scientist doing that? Probably not, bro. I feel like she's too innocent and sweet, so I don't feel her, going back and trying to smash Thug Ops, but I feel like Thug may have lost her forever, man. Young Thug was scheduled to go on Aiden Ross's stream before the leak call of him cheating on Mariah the Scientist. After that call leaked, you could tell this was the one that really affected Thug, because after that call leaked, Thug canceled his appearance with Aiden Ross. And then he came back to Twitter to let everyone know that he's done. He's done with everything.
Yeah, this thing right here, bruh, this situation right here can mess your whole soul up, bruh. Real shit.
He's completely done with this. Young Thug tweeted, "Chapter ended, heart emoji. To everyone involved in this situation, I'm sorry this happened, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I'm moving forward with my life. Thank you, God, flaws and all." I think chapter ended is more so him not really addressing his Mariah the Scientist relationship. I don't feel like he means that chapter has ended. I think he's still trying to, hold on to that. I feel like what Thug is saying right here is, yo, I'm done talking. I'm not addressing this anymore. I'm not doing no more interviews talking about this. I'm completely done with this. Whatever y'all think of me, bruh, but I'm not giving this any more energy. I'm going radio silent. But if you're in a position of Young Thug, you kind of have to go down that route, for lack of better words, you're currently in a 20v1 because of your particular actions and what you've done. A lot of people don't like you, and a lot of people have a vendetta against you because of what you did to these people. So when you're in a 20v1 and you're being attacked from multiple sides, the best thing you could do, man, is just concede, take the L and go away. But trying to fight all 20 at the same time, almost like 99.9% of the time, result in a defeat. Even though Thug announced that he's done talking, he's done addressing the situation, that doesn't mean the people who don't like him or his enemies are done as well. Because during this interview, Thug name dropped a lot of people, and those people issued their responses today. So one of the people that Thug, I guess, addressed or responded back to is Rollo, because like when the news first dropped that Thug may have been snitching or the interrogation footage, Rollo had his things to say, calling Thug divisive, calling Thug an enemy to Atlanta, and calling Thug a rat. Well, during this interview with Big Bang, Young Thug responded back to Rollo, and he claimed that he has 100% proof that Rollo had all intentions of taking a stand and snitching on him and YFN Lucci.
Bruh, I was at the thing I don't like about what Rollo said is, why is you painting that picture knowing that I'm the reason a lot of niggas fooled each other? And the DA just painted the same picture. That's police shit, bro. You can't get on the internet and say, fuck, you really divided the city. How? How the hell did I divide the city? I promise the city what something could be. The real facts is, you have paperwork where you're saying, yes, he said this, yes, he said this, yes, he do this, yes, you got paperwork on you.
I was about to say that where the Rollo paperwork at? They talking about.
What the paperwork? Bro, that nigga got so much shit sealed. And listen, bro, I don't even care to do all this type of shit in the interview. We can fast forward then. Man to man.
You know what I think? I think he's still in 3 years ago before. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that a lot of information has come out. We've learned a lot more. He's still on the 3 years ago when people were, accusing Rollo of all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? When you go to jail, you lose out on time. And I feel like this nigga, you know what I mean? So it's like he's that 3 years is a lot of time, bro. You gotta keep up on trends and all that good stuff, especially as a celebrity. You know what I mean? And he came out still, you know what I mean? Oh, snitch there, who, blah, blah, blah. And people were like, bro, that was 3 years ago. We ain't got time for that shit. Nah, boy, you still, and now, you know what I mean?
It's not true, but here's why it's hard to believe. Rollo was arrested about 3 to 4 years before YFN Lucci and Young Thug was arrested.
How does bro know, though?
So there's multiple scenarios here. Rollo, who was in jail and about to be released, said, hey, I will testify against Young Thug and YFN Lucci if you let me out of jail 3 to 4 months early. I don't see that happening, bro. I don't see anybody trading, getting out of jail 3 to 4 months early to being labeled a rat. Like, I don't feel like anybody is trading those 3 months for a rat label. I don't feel like that's the case, okay? Or the Rollo get locked up and he said, hey, listen, man, okay? Him being unsure of how much time he was going to get, say, hey, listen, I will cooperate against Young Thug and YFN Lucci if you don't send me to jail. Could that be it? Probably, right? Maybe. But for me to believe that, I would have to see black and white in paperwork. And if you don't have the black and white in the paperwork and you're just talking about what you may have heard from a lawyer here, maybe this lawyer here, maybe Fannie Willis, but we know, the police lie, because if you looked at the Young Thug interrogation, they told Young Thug that Pee Wee Roscoe was snitching on him. Thug said, hell nah, Roscoe ain't snitching. So we know the police lie all the time. We know the police can lie.
Yeah, they definitely gonna try to finesse.
You know the police play these games to turn you against each other. So if the police tell Thug, hey man, Rollo was trying to testify against you, how could Thug verify this? Or did Thug just automatically see, man, Rollo has been accused of snitching already, so maybe they were telling the truth, 100%. But Rollo will respond back to Young Thug, and here's what Rollo had to say.
It is 100% impossible for two defendants with the same exact lawyer to testify against each other. I had Brian Steele, Thug had Brian Steele. I had Drew Finley, Lucha had Drew Finley. So tell me how the fuck did I testify against two niggas the same as that lawyer? This is 100% a conflict of interest. You ain't got to take this shit from me. You can go Google this shit your damn self. So this is the lie that you've been calling the streets telling wham and dumb, and they believe you without seeing any paperwork. And paperwork is law in the streets. So you telling me I went and told the feds in June of 2018 about some state shit that was finna happen in 2024? Make some shit out of this shit, people. Tell me how.
Nah, this nigga, he making hella sense right now, though. Real talk.
You went in that interview lying and crying. I ain't did nothing to none of you niggas. Either you hang or you been misled, nigga.
I've never been in prison, so maybe I'm the wrong one to assess this. But
he dropping
if I had to make like,
facts.
You got 20 seconds to decide.
Logic,
who do you believe, Rollo or Young Thug? Just straight instincts. I kind of believe Rollo, right? What Rollo saying to me makes a little more sense than Young Thug
Logical.
claiming that he has 100% proof that Rollo was going to take the stand, but Young Thug don't got the paperwork to prove it, right? So that's why I'm taking Rollo's word for this right now. And if you read the comments, a lot of people is also siding with Rollo in this situation, okay? Now, Young Thug also spoke on Woody during this interview. Now, I'll be real, Woody responded back, and Woody is pretty upset at what Young Thug said. But when I heard what Young Thug said about Woody, I don't feel like Young Thug said anything too crazy about Woody. Right?
Now, he had said that Woody was the reason why they all, if you depends on what part. He said Woody was the reason why they all went to this shit. So he snitched and all that. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Like, I don't feel like Young Thug said something about Woody that I believe Woody could or should take as an absolute. Reason why I didn't take what Young Thug said as dissing. Now, maybe Young Thug's intention was to sneak this with the medicine comment, and most people will be upset if you say that they take medicine. The reason why I don't think it was dissing is because I think it's true, right? We all look at Woody and we say, yeah, Woody is probably off a little bit. Now, I think Woody is smart.
I don't think Woody is off as per like take medicine. I think he might not be literate. Like, he might be illiterate to a certain degree. That doesn't mean he's not smart. He just school, That's what I feel. From his story, makes sense as well. But as per like slow or whatever, I just think he's a regular guy. To me, though, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Is a dummy, right? But I think Woody, is a little off his rockers. He's a little special. That's not me insulting him by no means, because I actually got love for Woody. Like, I like Woody. Yeah, but like, okay, when you look at Woody, do you believe that Woody don't take medicine?
Yeah.
Do you believe that
he
Woody
doesn't take
functions and operates
to me? He looks
just completely himself, or do you feel like he has to take medicine to maintain his equilibrium? Right? Let me know. But Woody would take offense to this, and Woody would respond back to Young Thug. I guess mentioning him, and Woody's entire purpose or stance during his response is he doesn't believe that Young Thug is taking accountability. He believes the only reason why Young Thug is doing this interview or speaking the way he's speaking is because Young Thug currently realizes the tide has changed and people have turned against him. So he's only doing this for sympathy. But when Young Thug was like the wizard, when he was at the top, when he had everybody's support, Young Thug was doing things that was detrimental and harmful to everyone. So when
but that's everybody though. People learn from their mistakes. You don't learn when the shit's going cool. You learn after it becomes a mistake. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I get that what he's saying, but that's kind of just how people learn. You know what I'm saying?
Young Thug says, man, I don't hate Woody. I haven't bothered Woody. Woody is claiming that's cap, right? You're not bothering me now because the tide have changed against you.
Foul guy, the responsible person, bro. When y'all niggas know right is right and wrong is wrong, y'all look for any reason to forgive Thug. When Thug about this on himself. Thug about this on himself. Nigga, we don't care what nobody had to say. The nigga only feel bad because he losing. When motherfuckers feeling like people, they go to playing victim. They go to goddamn trying to use the reverse side. No, nigga. You get on that damn podcast, talk about I'm retarded. You know not to mention me, my nigga. I ain't everybody else. I ain't gonna just be quiet. Nah, bro. I ain't just gonna sit there and be quiet. DK put his life on the line for you, nigga. You know what I mean? Slow up put his life on the line for you, nigga. Yeah, gotta put his life on the line for you, nigga. You call a nigga snitch. Hey, bro, let me tell you something, bro. You know Yet lied. You know Yet lied. You know he ain't had nothing to do with what happened. So why you calling Yak a snitch for that? Why you calling Yak a snitch when you know that nigga lied, bro? A snitch is a nigga that go in there and tell the police the truth and get the police a conviction, my nigga. But these niggas lied, bro. But you went in there and said what you said. You want everybody to look at what you said as a lie, but you want everybody to look at everybody else as a snitch. But it hurt being called a snitch. You see how I feel, but you want everybody to still call everybody else a snitch and forgive you. Nah, nigga, fuck that. You ain't taking accountability. I ain't letting it go. I don't care. Y'all who want to forgive him, go forgive him. But let me tell you this. He ain't have no sympathy when he thought he was king. He ain't have no mercy when he thought he was king, y'all. When he thought he was king and he bigger than the world, he didn't care about this. We would just throw away clout. So Thug called you slow and crazy because you really was stepping. Now, Thug called me slow and crazy because he watching the social media. He looking at the internet, reading the comments, and he see what people are saying about me. And he say, oh, so let me just take that route. With the slow. So you got to discredit him. Let's go discredit him. You can't, because I go breaking things down that the ordinary can't.
I think people hear medicine and they automatically go to slow or stupid. I think Woody is very smart, but is Woody 100% normal? I don't think anybody who views or sees.
I think everybody has some kind of issue, bro. You taking meds for some kind of thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Psychological, physical, you feel me? But I don't think, to me, it just gives that Woody might be, what's it called? As I say, illiterate, but nothing else. He got street smarts. He might be also aggressive, but it's just street shit, you feel me?
Sees how Woody operates would say he's normal per se, right? Like, isn't Woody's reputation like he was like the serial killer in Atlanta? Like he was like the most dangerous man in Atlanta before all of this took place. Usually, when you're somebody who's that prone to violence or was committing that much violence, you usually have something not normal going on with you. Okay, but y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this, man? All right, do y'all feel like it's time for Thug to just move on? He's claiming.
Yeah, he should have been moved on, dog. You know what I mean? If he, you know, this is just a lesson he had to learn. You know, pride comes before a fall. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the whole thing. You know what I mean? Even when Woody was talking about he ain't gonna forgive, bruh, like you all shouldn't forgive him. It's like, bruh, I thought you on this Christian thing, Jesus and all this good stuff. You should be quick to forgive somebody. Now, doesn't mean you just gonna go fuck with him. Nah, but you forgive him. You know what I'm saying? That's so. When he's talking about y'all don't forgive him and all that, I was just like, bro, I don't know about all that, but yeah, okay. Anywho's, all right. So that's the whole Woody thing, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what y'all think about it, but that's that for that.
Almighty push.
Person when no person of the person say them tell her. If that person show you person no get shelter. Ignore all the persons cause them lessons no be help her. He get certain